Hey everybody, this is John Franklin Reviewer, and I am back with another anniversary movie. This anniversary movie came out October 15th of 1993, 25 years ago, and that is the Beverly Hillbillies. So what exactly is the Beverly Hillbillies? Well, other than it's based off of a TV show, the movie is actually about a poor family named the Clampetts who end up striking oil where they live. The government comes in, gives them $1 billion, and they end up moving to Beverly Hills. Now, the only reason why Jed agrees to this is because of his daughter Allie Mae, that she needs to have a mother, Jed needs to have a wife. So Jed, played by Jim Voorhees, who you guys may have recognized the Ernest movies he's done. He also does the voice of Slinky in Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2. Now, Jim Voorhees, he's always funny, especially those Ernest movies. But with Beverly Hillbillies, I really liked his Jed Clampett. I really liked just his down-to-earth kind of character. I thought he did a good job on that. It was very, very believable. And I felt like this was definitely maybe right behind his Ernest movies, just a really good, I feel like he brings his A game and he does a good job with that character. Now his daughter, Allie Mae, and she's just a tomboy. That's all she really is, because it's kind of Jed kind of grew, she kind of grew up that way, even with Granny and all that. That the thing is that's what she loves to do, because at the very beginning of the film, it's close to the beginning of the film, she fights a bear. She wrestles a bear, and I thought that was kind of funny because the bear might not want to share his honey, or her honey, whoever it was, with Allie Mae. I thought that was kind of funny. And then later on, she ends up wrestling a bully in school. Pretty much he's the team captain and all that. And I thought that was actually kind of funny with her part too. And that's all she, the thing is, she doesn't want to be all fancied up in dresses and all that kind of stuff. And with her, I just kind of liked her performance too. There was no problem on that. She was just fun to watch. Same thing with Granny. My only little negative I'll put in the positives on this is that I wish there was more of Granny. I think that she does a great job. I wish she was in it more. And then let's get to Cousin Jethro, who's my favorite. Supposedly he's the smart one, but this actor, I know he was also in Drew Carey. Can't think of the actor's name right now, but he always plays kind of the dumb characters most of the shows and movies that he's in, and he does it so perfectly in this. And one thing I gotta say about these four main characters: perfect casting for each one. They were all good in their own way there. And then my final about the movie here, one more character, is Lily Thompson. In this movie, she starts off okay, but then actually as the movie starts unfolding its story, I feel like that each scene gets better and better with her, which is good, because really when she really starts shining is in Act 2, or I should say the end of Act 2 to the beginning of Act 3, and she really stretches the end of that movie out there. And I really thought, I wish that we got a lot more performance of how good she was in that. But now that's it for the positives, or what I liked about it. So now I'll go into the dislikes. Everybody else in this film I felt were wasted. You have Rob Schneider, who's usually very funny, like SNL and Deuce Bigalow. Even though this movie came out before Deuce Bigalow, maybe he was just really starting to get his feet wet in acting on the big screen, not just Saturday Night Live that he used to do. But unfortunately, his comedy potential was so wasted in this. And a spoiler for somebody who has not seen this, yes, he is a bad guy in this, and he doesn't seem like that kind of character to be even the silly bad guy. He's always that kind of down and out kind of character and actor that you really believe in, like Deuce Bigalow and the Benchwarmers and a bunch of other stuff that he's actually been. He's not just the whole you can do it guy in almost every Adam Sandler movie. He can do his own range of acting, but unfortunately in this one, I didn't like one thing, any of his jokes, anything like that. Now another person who's also a bad guy in this is Leah Thompson. From Back to the Futures there. She was another one that I really, really liked in those movies. But when it came to this one, she was a gold digger. Really didn't care for her that much. Mr. Drysdale, who I've seen that actor do a lot more comedy, he really was wasted in this. His wife and their son, big waste on them. I mean, I think especially more the wife really didn't do a whole lot. The son, really, he was just there to take Ellie Mae to school with him, and because he was being bullied, she pretty much comes and helps him out. So it almost was one of those things that she could have been bullied and realized, oh no, you're not, you messed with the wrong person kind of thing. They could have had him out of the story, would have been fine there. The comedy was very flat. I chuckled a few times, mostly at the Clampetts jokes, but everybody else, I'm pretty much rolling my eyes and shaking my head there. Really, like I said, and it took 4 writers, and how much it was such a cliche script. If you're someone who's never seen this movie, you pretty much would know beat from beat almost. The only thing that I did actually like, and I forgot to kind of mention in the positives here, is that with the Beverly Hillbillies, they were just a regular family in this big mansion. They never really went and did some kind of big, homage on dresses and clothes and all that. Yes, you did see the Clampetts in dresses and the boys in suits and all that, but they were just there kind of thing. It seemed like they were just already there, their clothes in the mansion and all that. They never showed them go shopping and, we're going to blow all this money. They were just a great down and out family. Well, they were, and now look at the billionaires and all of that. And that's one thing I should have mentioned. But mostly everything else is pretty much cliche. Bottom line, it is really tough to come up with a movie based off of a TV show. This movie is no exception. I was expected to be maybe a lot better, a lot funnier with the cast that you had, but maybe it wasn't even the cast's fault. It could have been the director's fault, the producers, whoever it was, even the writers. Now, what do I rate this? I am going to go 1.5 out of 4 stars. I would have loved to give this a lot more, but unfortunately for a guy like me who liked this again 25 years ago and then now doesn't really stand up as much kind of thing. If this movie was out now, I don't think it would do as well, because I don't even think it even did that well at the normal theaters when it first came out, I don't think. Have you seen the Beverly Hillbillies? If you have, give me a comment down below. And if you actually enjoyed this review or previous reviews and you haven't got a chance to do it yet, please hit that subscribe button. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like on that too. So thank you guys so much for watching another review from me here, anniversary review to be exact. And as always, stay awesome.